Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Young, and I'm here today, Monday morning, for our Monday morning meeting. It's January 15th, and today we are celebrating Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Remember, Martin Luther King Jr. is a civil rights leader who was an advocate for nonviolent social change. And so nonviolent social change means this is a way to change the world around us by using our words and our actions and not doing things that would hurt other people. And so he was great with being able to put different things into action by using his words and the things that he was doing. Martin Luther King Jr. had a lot of motivation, and that's what we're talking about this month is motivation. And so remember, motivation is a willingness to do something. Think about what motivates you every day. I mentioned that last week. So continue to think about that. What motivates you? Martin Luther King Jr. gave a very famous I Have a Dream speech. And I'm going to read to you just a little portion of that I Have a Dream speech. And I want you to think about this because he had a dream and he spent his time putting his dream into action. He set goals, he went out into the community and he worked and he continued to put those goals into action and was able to make incredible changes that we can see in action today. And so here's a part of his I Have a Dream speech. I'm going to take 1 minute, I'm going to look at my other computer and read it. I say to you today, my friends, even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. So Martin Luther King Jr. grew up in a time where black people and white people could not be together. In areas. There was segregation. And so when you went to school, there was a white drinking fountain and a black drinking fountain. So there were two different drinking fountains for people. On the bus, there were two different areas for people to sit. And so this was a time of civil unrest, a lot of change, and a lot of things were going on. And so Martin Luther King Jr. had an opportunity to help make this change a reality through his actions and his motivation. Remember, he was one person who had a dream and was able to make significant changes. We still have a lot of changes that need to happen to work towards that dream of making it equal for everybody in society, but we've come a tremendously long way from the actions of Martin Luther King Jr. So I want you to think about what are the dreams and the goals that you have. We're going to think, what are the dreams and goals that we have for this year? What are some things that we can put into place for this school year? And we're going to set some big goals. So first of all, I want you to think about how you're doing in school. Because in order for us to help make change in the world, we have to make sure that we can write, because Martin Luther King Jr. had to make sure that he could write as he's trying to get people to help him in different areas. He did a lot of writing of letters. He had to be able to communicate with people and to be speaking out there and giving all of these speeches. We have to make sure that we're able to really have all of our academics in place so that we can make that change. Then we have to think about what kind of change do we want to make? One person can make a big change. So maybe there's someone in your community that needs help and you'd like to help make them, help them in some way. Maybe there's a neighbor who needs help. Maybe there's just an area around your house that needs some fixing up. So I want you to think about what goals you have. Maybe there's school goals because you have some areas you need to work on in school. Maybe there's some community goals, or maybe they're family goals. You have a brother or sister that needs some extra attention from you and you'd like to make some goals towards that. We know that in order to achieve our goals, it's really helpful if we can see that goal, then we believe that goal, and then we have to act on it. So in order to see that goal, what we do is we draw a picture. And so you draw out that goal. What do you want to achieve? And so that goal might be you really want to start reading better and increase your reading. And so you might draw out some books, and that's going to be your goal, is to work on your reading, because that's going to help you achieve better in reading. So then you're going to draw those books on a piece of paper, and you're going to hang it up in your schoolroom or in your bedroom, and then you're going to start to believe that the more you read, the better you're going to do. And then you're going to go and you're going to start acting on it. You're going to start reading every day, and you're going to practice, because we know practice does make perfect. If it's helping someone in the community, then you can draw a picture of yourself helping somebody else. And then you're going to believe it. You're going to believe that you're going to go out and help somebody. Now remember, you have to have your parents with you. You don't go out and do this by yourself. But then you have to act on it. You have to come up with that plan. How are you going to help somebody go out and do that? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw a picture of your goals. What goals do you have? What motivates you? What excites you? And what interests you? And then I'd like you to share those goals with me. And here's my email, kyoung@highpointva.org. And I'd love to see what motivates you and what goals you have, because I'd love to share those goals with you and to help you along your way to achieving your goals. All right, our High Point high fives. I was in some classes this week. I saw some amazing learning happening. I was in first grade. I went to fifth grade. And I was also in second grade. I saw yours a little bit. Oh, and kindergarten. Oh, kindergarten, I liked your llamas and your alpacas. It was so fun to see the difference between the llamas and the alpacas. I saw a lot of our students doing SOAR. I saw you supporting one another and building each other through your comments. So that was wonderful. So boys and girls, I want to see you continuing to help each other in class. I saw some great work on x-rays and how we got to x-rays in the fifth grade. And there was some great reading and supporting each other in fifth grade through your comments in the chat box when you were reading out loud and applauding each other and supporting each other through that chat box. And in first grade, I loved hearing about King Nebuchadnezzar. That was a lot of fun too. I learned things that I didn't know about from that story. So wonderful job. So continue to use your SOAR in your chat box and when you're reading on the mic. And I love seeing all the learning that's going on. I am looking, the semester's coming up. I've been looking at our work that's been being turned in, and I'm setting a goal for everybody, and I'm going to show it to you all next week, my goal that I'm working towards, and that's helping all of you get all your work in for classes. So that's kind of one of these ways that I'm doing the Monday morning meetings to help encourage you to get in and be working each week. Each day for class, so that we can get all of our work done and achieve some great learning. So have a wonderful Monday, boys and girls, and I look forward to seeing your goals coming into my email. Thanks so much.